Yeah.
Oh, it's sideways? I don't know. Can we do it? Let me see. I'll try to fit both of us in here. Because it's weird when you do it like sideways. Oh, shit.
I'm glad I was already live.
Escape from the Brita filter.
Okay.
Anything else?
Oh my god, you're live! No, you're like.
Is the lighting okay?
Yes.
Alright.
No, not this one.
Brighter or less?
Probably brighter. I look mad dark on the YouTube.
How do I go live on Nurse Unit? Ah! I don't know nothing about this high-tech stuff.
You gotta get closer.
You wanna hold hands?
Are you gonna go live on Nurse Unit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How about now?
well, you said.
I don't know. Look at it, David. Maybe it's my camera.
Because mine looks clear. Bitch, is your light all the way up?
It's because this side isn't lit up.
Let me see.
Un segundo.
Okay, so I think we solved the issue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good.
Because you didn't have the light all the way up. Her screen.
Oh, okay.
That's what she looked. That's why we look so dark.
Are you live on TikTok?
No, not yet. I'm waiting.
Okay.
Alright.
So I feel like I want to name the podcast The Lifeline.
Alright, do it.
The lifeline.
Okay, but
The
I
Lifeline.
want all the copyrights to that, to that and all the royalties.
This is all you.
Okay.
Like you're just like you're like a celebrity who posts on Nurse Unit.
Okay.
Like you're not
I'm already
representing
live,
Nurse
so
Unit.
I don't know how much you want to
Oh.
say.
Don't worry about it. You're good.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, let me see how this live stuff works here.
And then he brought us on top of Chico's.
Oh, he's so nice. 100.2 thousand followers. What should I name it?
The Lifeline.
The Lifeline?
The pocket. You just heard me. You said this is.
The Lifeline?
Mm-hmm. The Lifeline, and then at me.
Real life plug. Oh no, my bad. Ooh.
Okay, you just
Okay, wait. Is it showing the both of us?
if I move. Okay.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh no.
Okay.
But you can't see me on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
But if I.
Okay, wait. I think I know how to solve this issue.
I'm just gonna go right here. Grab these for us.
Okay, wait. Oh, fuck. This is some bullshit.
Maybe we should put YouTube in the middle.
There we go.
Okay, I was gonna say, and put TikTok on the end of the phone that the camera is not on.
Should we do that better?
I think it's okay.
Okay, it's okay now?
Yes.
Okay, go live.
What's up, cousins? What's up,
Wait.
Kim folks? No, I'm already live.
Oh.
I've been live for a long time. Okay, are we live everywhere?
Yeah. We're
Okay.
live.
You want me to go first? Or you
I
want
don't
to
know,
go
you
first? Okay, so cousins, Kim folks, what's good? It's your girl, the Real Life Plug, and I'm back. Well, actually, this is the first episode. Oh, your Topo Chico fell over. This is the first episode of the Lifeline Travel CNA podcast, and this is my girl,
Viviana Vlogs.
Make sure y'all follow her on all streaming. Not on streaming. My bad. Make sure y'all follow her on TikTok. Say it one more time for him.
Viviana Vlogs.
And for everybody watching me on her TikTok, you can follow me on TikTok at The Real Life Plug in all social media platforms.
Okay, so today we're just going to talk about our CNA experiences, which mine are pretty funny, honestly.
Yes. Do we need
boards? No.
Okay.
So let's start off where we got our CNA license. I got mine when I was in high school because they had a CNA program. So I just didn't want to go to school all day. So I just decided to do the CNA program because I thought I wanted to be a nurse. But look at me now. Took me like, since it was what is that? Oh,
We want to see the comments.
yeah, but the comments are on. Yeah. How many are watching?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Hey, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Send us some thumbs up, some hearts, whatever platform you're on. Make sure you do that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I started my CNA career in high school. I got it in the year I graduated. So I graduated in 2018. So I've been a CNA for almost 4 years. How about you?
Okay, so I got my CNA license in Job Corps. I went to Old Dominion Job Corps in Virginia. It was like, honestly, becoming a CNA was one of the best things I could have ever done for my life. But yeah, I obtained my certification in Old Dominion Job Corps in 2015, 14, 15. So I've been a certified CNA for about, how many years is that? Like 6, 7 years. But I've been in healthcare and like doing home health aid and PCA and things like that. I've been doing that since 2010.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, so I'm
Wow.
not new to the healthcare field. I'm true to it. I started travel nursing. Oh wait, I didn't mean to get that far, but go ahead. What's next?
Our first day of CNAs, mine was wild. So I remember my first day. I went into work, and it was a Wednesday. So I show up to work, and they're like, "Okay, so this is gonna be the person training you." So I was like, "Okay." We ran through everything. 5:30 hits because I work a 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. shift. So 5:30 hits, and then it's time for dinner. So I was like getting my residents ready for dinner, and one of the nurses comes up to me. She's like, "Sylvia, I need you to come because this happens often." So I go with her. I thought it was something else. Then I show up to the room. She's like, "This lady just died." I was like, "I'm brand new. I've been here for 11 hours." And I show up and she's telling me this lady died. Okay, so I was like, "Okay, so what do I do?" She's like, "You have to do post-mortem care." They didn't teach me this in CNA class. So I'm like, "Damn, what is that?" So I go, and then the lady, the other aide was like, "Okay, she's gonna turn towards you." I was like, "Turn towards me? You want me to touch the corpse?" She was like, "Yes, you need to touch her to move her." And I was like, Lord Jesus, give me the strength. So I turn her over, and like it's dead weight, so her body just like flops. So she's like cleaning her up and everything. And then when I turn her back, her eyes open. I swear to God, I almost ran out of that room. I see her blue eyes, and I was like, "She's back to life. She's back to life. What are we doing?" And then the nurse is there, just like, "No, this happens often. Let's close her eyes." I was like, "This happens often?"
I have to touch her eyes?
I was like, "What?"
No bueno, no bueno.
So I was just like freaking out, and then I get out of the room, and I was like, there was really a dead body. So I get home, and Mom's like, "So how was work?" And I was like, "Cool." She's like, "What's happened?" I was like, "A lady died on me." She was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, a lady passed away, so I needed to clean her up." She's like, "You had to touch the dead body?" I was like, "Yes."
You had to touch his dead body?
Sadly, yes. And in the first week of me being a CNA, I had 2 people die. And I had to clean both of them.
The first week?
Yes.
Mm-mm. I don't think I touched a dead body until like, I know it was after my 90-day probation. I know that for a fact because
Probation?
you know the probationary period when you first start a job and it's like
Oh yeah.
90 days. I knew that it was after my 90-day period. So I had to clean the body And I just was shook. They told me about this in CNA school, and I just was like, nah, I ain't had. This is when I was like a super, super Christian. Like, nah, I ain't touching no dead body, spirits transfer. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. So they're like, okay, you saying all this and all that. Are you getting tips on TikTok?
Yeah.
Really?
We got 9 views. So we getting somewhere.
Yay!
Let me see who gave me. Oh, thank you for K Molly 2300 for the rose. I'm new here. What did I just join into? So we're actually CNA. So we're telling you guys our CNA stories, which are crazy ones. They're wild. Just to let you know.
What does Facebook say?
Facebook. Hey y'all, Rashika.
Is her last name Dillard?
Yeah.
Cousin, what's good? What's good? What's good? That's one of my cousins from my YouTube channel. Somebody is viewing on YouTube. I'm not sure who it is, but hey, I don't know if YouTube has comments. This is like only like my second time going on YouTube. But all right, so yeah, I didn't have to touch a dead body until after my 90-day probation, and I just was like, yo, if I get sick, I got health insurance. When you first get out in the world on your own and you got to start paying for stuff like that, health insurance is important to get the health insurance. So, I was like, all right, I got my health insurance. I ain't worried about getting sick. I could do this. I'm from Baltimore, like, period. Like, I've seen dead bodies and all that. I got this. I got this. So, I get in the room, I'm like, they're like, you okay? And this was like way before COVID, so it wasn't no mask or anything for me to hide behind. So I just was like, all right, I really gotta do this show. Like, I've been talking about this big shit. Like, all right, I'm really from Baltimore. I seen dead bodies. His eyes were still open. I was like, oh,
That's the worst.
oh,
That's
and what made it
literally the
crazy?
worst. Sitting on a bedside commode.
Sitting on a bedside commode.
No, they're fancy chairs. My boss got them for me.
Oh. Picasso.
I love that.
Yo, we should do it on bedside commodes. That would be funny.
Those things are dirty.
We would get brand new ones.
Go steal them from the facilities.
No, absolutely not.
Oh yeah, my mom made me undress myself before I got in the house when she found out I had to clean a dead body. I had to get naked outside of the house, and she's like, put this in the laundry, you're gonna wash it. What? It's just a dead body. I've been to funerals before.
I never had to do this after a funeral. What's the difference?
What's the difference?
You didn't have to 1, 2, 3. The body at the funeral. That's what you had to do to the dead body at work.
No, but it's so weird, because, like, you turn them, and then, like, they flip, they're like, and then when you turn them back, they somehow, then somehow, they're like, arms just like, whoop. You're like, their reflexes are like still on point. But when they were young. How are y'all? Can you please smack each other? No, we already did that earlier. How are y'all? We're doing good. We're supposedly working.
This is working.
This is our job. Can y'all smack each other?
Why you want us to smack each other? You gotta send us a whole lot of them. Send us like 5, whatever them rose jiffies is for us to
5
do
roses, and we'll
5.
smack each other.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
So, when the rigor mortis sets into a dead body, like after, everybody has been asking me to tell the story of.
I broke somebody's jaw once. I remember. The nurse was like, close its mouth, and I was like, cool.
Y'all, CNA strong as hell. We don't be knowing. We just be like.
And then it was just her gums, so it wasn't that hard to stick my hand in there and close it. And when I heard that crack, it just like opened even more. I was like, so I just like put some paint, some washcloth.
You put some washcloths under the chin?
Yeah, because that's what you're supposed to do when a resident dies. Their mouth won't close, so you have to put washcloths to keep it closed, or else it will happen what happened to me, that I broke a lady's jaw. Hopefully, Pennsylvania people aren't watching this.
Girl, don't incriminate yourself.
I once found a dead lady at the lunch table. I was trying. Let me tell y'all about this. This one was so crazy because I was trying to I was trying to feed her and she wouldn't move. And I was like this lady would always sleep, so I thought this was normal until I checked her pulse. There was no pulse. I would poke her, there was no movement. So I was like, yeah, I think we gotta go to your room. You look tired. Yeah, and then the nurse comes in. I told the nurse, I was like, she's not okay. She comes in, she's like, she's dead. Get her in the bed. Get her in the bed. How am I supposed to do that? She's like, get the Hoyer. Well, I need somebody else's help. Because that's dead weight. She's going to fall through the hole. And I don't know how we got her in bed. But we did with a Hoyer.
That's intense. So I'm going to tell y'all the story about when I found the patient dead.
Your jobs don't creep you out? Not really. After you've been doing this for a while, when people die, you like expect it because they're actively dying. So you see like the process of like when they're dying. So you know that they're gonna pass away.
Yeah.
I used to work night shift and I had 2 people die on me in one night. And I had to clean both of them. This was the COVID unit too.
So I'm gonna tell y'all the story. I made a TikTok about this, about the time that I found my patient dead after 16 hours. So
how do they actively die?
Like dementia, Alzheimer's, their organs start failing. Like it's just different.
You start
things.
seeing them like when they're actively dying. You start noticing in their vital signs, in their respirations, their movements usually.
Or like the way that they breathe, like you said, respirations. It's called chain stokes. So it'll be like a, and then a slow raspy exhale, like. And they might stop in between sometimes, like when you take their pulse or like get their heart rate, sometimes like it'll be extremely slow or you might feel it skip. Their teeth, like if they wear dentures, usually like their lips start to go in, like I don't know how, but they start to look like this. The eyes start to like sink even more into the head. It's just when you're a CNA, you're with your patients all the time, so you know what they look like. You can tell when something is wrong or like when they're just not themselves.
Yeah. Okay, continue with your story.
Okay, so excuse me. So I found my patient dead after 16 hours. Like nobody checked on him for 16 hours. I left 3 to 11, came back was 11 to 7, then 7 to 3. So pretty much when I came back the next day at 3 o'clock, my patient was dead. Like the exact same way that I had left him and everything. Like nobody changed his brief. Nobody
like,
didn't.
Not wet.
So that means that 11 to 7 didn't check him to see if he was wet or anything, and that means 7 to 3 didn't serve him breakfast or lunch. So my guy didn't eat all day. None of the nurses went in the room to check to see if he was okay. None of that. Like even though so let me also say that this man was very independent. You know.
Independent. Really? He died?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
Sometimes it happens like with the mixture of there was a dead body, yo. Yeah, it was a dead body. 16 hours. So like with the mixtures of medicines that they're on, sometimes like even super independent residents or patients, clients, like they'll walk. They can still walk. Like I took care of a 114-year-old that was still walking, reading and writing, and one day she just died. Yeah. And that's how it was with this particular resident at the nursing home. He just like slowly stopped doing all that he did. Like we wouldn't see him. He used to work the whole shift with us, walk up and down the hallways with us and all that, pass trays and all that. And then slowly but surely, he stopped being able to walk the whole shift with us, stopped being able to pick up trays, stopped being able to pass them out. Yeah. Like he was with it. He was with it. He knew. Like his family just dropped him off. Like they didn't want to take care of him. And he was like a sweet guy, you know. When you with your patients, like you get to know them better than their family members. But yeah, I found him dead.
Oh no. Let's see. Dementia units are literally the worst but the best place to work at. Because you got all these people, they have dementia, so they're like running up and down the hall trying to escape. I remember one time I was working and I see this one lady running with a spatula and I was like, what is she doing? I look out more She has this other lady, like the trash can over another lady's head, banging it. I was like, this only happens in the cartoons.
Yo.
Yes, dementia patients are so funny. And then they're like, so we're gonna go home. Yeah, we're gonna go home. Let's take you to your room. This is your home.
This is not my home. I be like, this is your home. This is where your Medicaid pays for you to be. This is your home. I'm going to my home where I pay to be, because your Medicaid also pays for me to go there too. But you know, this is where your stuff is.
Yeah,
This is where your stuff is.
you gotta like pull out their pictures and be like, yeah, look, like this is your stuff. Then I had this one dementia patient that would beat me up every single time I got him up. We would go to the dining table. He'd be like, I love you so much. You're the love of my life. We should get married. Sir, 15 minutes ago, you were pulling my hair. Like, we're not going to get married. And then that same resident, his wife would yell at me. She would be like, why didn't you change his undershirt? Ma'am, he was beating the living crap out of me. I can't. She was like, well, that's why I brought him here. No, you brought him here because he would beat you up at your house. So you think that he changed from a 20-minute drive? No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's something that we really don't talk about in our field, is how much we really get beat up.
So David has been 5 years in the U.S. Army, seen horrible things. Yeah, we've seen horrible things. How many people die in a day?
A lot. Some days it's a lot, some days none. Did he crop me out? Oh, you say try, did he crop me out?
How many people die in a day? I don't know. Like me, personally, it's not like every day that they die.
Mm-mm.
But one thing that people say, and I've proven for it to be true, is that when people die, they die in threes. So if one person dies, you be expecting 2 other people to die.
Especially when COVID first hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they was dying left and right.
Yeah, it was hard.
And then when that damn jab came out, they was dying. I don't want them to flag the video.
Oh.
Oh, this is a healthcare related video. So when the vaccine came out, that's when they started dying.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
It was super sad.
Yeah, it's dealing with. But I love my residents. They're funny, especially the dementia ones. They'll be like lovey all day, but 3 p.m.
when that sundown
hits, they're like, I hate you. I hope you go to all these places.
You black nigga. Yes, I've been called that so many times. So many times. It's funny. I mean, sometimes I just feed into the scenarios. Like this one time I had this guy. It was like my 3rd week as a CNA. And he had really bad dementia. And his sundown started kicking in at like 3 o'clock.
Oh.
So this one day, he busts up out his room like, pew! Like he was out of there. I'm like, oh, no, where you going? Where you going? He's like, I gotta catch a train. I'm gonna miss my daughter's graduation. She getting pinned as a nurse today. I'm like, okay, cool. They're like, you just gonna let him run? Well, how far is he gonna get? Why would I start chasing him and he's only halfway down the hallway?
He's gonna get to the locked doors.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But
oh, I had a resident once. So this was horrible because one of my residents, he was like very destructive. He wasn't destructive. He would just like to poke the other residents. So we got this new resident that came out of prison. So they couldn't take care of him in prison. So they sent him to the lock unit. So next thing I know, I walk back there. I see my resident that likes to poke people on the floor. I see the prisoner resident. His foot is on his neck. Oh my God. I run back there. I like pick up the poor man from the floor. He was like kind of crawling because the prisoner resident, he was on me too. He was like, I'm gonna beat you up if you don't move. And I was like, Lord Jesus, it's just me. The nurse is down the hall. So I'm like hollering. So she like heard me. And another resident, she was like banging on the window. So she like came out. The nurse like mad, like, why are you banging on the window? She hears me crying down the hall. She runs down. We separate these two. The poor resident that was on the floor, I had to like drag him till the other aide came and helped me. Like we picked him up and ran to the nurse's station. And then they had to come and restrain the other one. They had to like seduce him.
Sedate. I will hope they don't seduce them.
Cold dead eyes. I'll never forget that look. Yeah. Dang. Okay. I don't know, but working in dementia units are so funny.
My favorite units to work on are the psychiatric units.
Oh, the psych units are so funny too.
Psych units are so fun, yo. Like that night goes by so fast. First of all, because forget the trades, you're not passing no trades, okay? Because they're not eating. They're not eating, and if they are eating, depending on the type of facility that it is, they might be eating. Like if it's a high security facility or a high risk facility, they probably sliding them jokes through the door like jail. But if it's like a low minimum, low risk security, they come into like the eating space, and some of them can pick their own trays off. Like it just depends. You know what I'm saying? It could be pediatrics, geriatrics, people in between. It just really depends. But psych units are my favorite. I remember this one time when I was traveling in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
It was this old ass facility, yo, in the middle of nowhere on the side of a mountain, yo. And every time it rained, it stormed, anything, all the power would go out.
Oh.
Well, this particular night, the power went out and the backup generator did not kick in.
Those are the horrible.
All the motherfucking patients escaped, yo. All the motherfucking patients escaped, yo. Luckily, it was only like a facility of like 60 people. So, excuse me, with the help of the law enforcement and the residents of the town, we were able to get them all back into the facility. But that shit was just the funniest shit ever. Me and my coworker running down the hill with the flashlights on our phones looking for them and shit. That shit was funny.
I had to do that once. I remember a resident escaped. He had to go down 2 sets of stairs. So he went down 2 sets of stairs, and I was outside because I was barely coming into my shift, and I see him. I was like, oh, that dude looks familiar. Maybe he's from assisted living. Turns around.
It's your patient!
It's a dementia patient. So I'm like, hey, come back. And then I never seen an old man run that fast. I chased him. I think there was like bars, like right next to the facility.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a little downtown. I think one of the bartenders caught him. I was chasing him. I was like, come back. And then I got down there. He's like, you looking for him? He said that he was thirsty. Yes, he belongs over here.
Yo.
So the bartender helped me bring him back. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go get you some ice cream. We can go and watch a movie the whole time just to get him back to the facility. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to have ice cream. I'll get you a burger. I'll do all of this for you. You won't need to do this. All these random stuff. Once I got in, the nurse was like, why are you late? Don't you see me who I'm walking in with? This is why I'm late. She was like, did he escape? No, ma'am. I just went and got him out from upstairs because we wanted to go for a walk. Obviously, he escaped. So, yeah, I had to chase him down the street. But old people are strong. And the ones that can walk, they're fast. The worst ones are like when you're grabbing their wrist when they're trying to hit you. Like, you gotta, like, kind of hold them, not, like, squish them. But when they switch on you, they're like, whoop, and then you're the victim. I've had somebody be like, you like this? I was like, no. I don't.
So, one of my childhood friends, her family owns an assisted living place, which is where I got most of my healthcare experience before I became a CNA. So there's one patient or resident that lives there. I won't say his name, but this man is funny as hell, yo. He's like schizophrenic, has like dementia and some more shit. You feel me? Got like rapid psychosis and some more shit. So this one fucking night, me and my friend, we had left to go to the store for her grandmother. Grandmother had went back to the other house, but we didn't realize that we were not at this house at the same time. And so, because the house was big, so the patient slipped out. He slipped out, like he got out, he got away. So we looking for him and whatnot. We riding all up and down the streets. Patient. So we like, fuck this. We gonna call the police. So we called the police. They're like, yeah, we found him right here on the bus stop talking about
So what?
talking about something he was on his way to work at 10 o'clock at night to the McCormick Steel Company. Now you gotta be a Baltimore native or like old as hell to know what McCormick Steel is, but it's an old warehouse. But we're just like, you don't even know how to catch the bus. Where are your shoes? Why do you don't have any socks on? Like, what happened to you?
He was going to work.
He was going to work.
When they go to work, that's the worst.
It is.
I had this, when I was working the dementia unit, this one lady was following another resident around. So I was like, hey, well, what are you doing? She's like, well, the resident's going to take me home. And I was like, no, well, he's not going home. He said he's going home. And then she's like, right, that we're going home? You have a car? He's like, I don't have a car. I don't know why you're following me. I was like, oh. And then she was like, oh my God, all these men know how to do is eat and lie. And she walked away with her little walker. And I was like, you're not wrong.
Not wrong at all. So somebody asked the question that said, how much would we say is too low for a travel contract? He feels like $1,400 a week is not worth it. What I'm going to say is that you shouldn't necessarily always focus on the pay, because it depends on what type of area the assignment is in. If it's a town or a city with a low cost of living, or just like an economical town or something like that, then the cost of living is cheaper. Paying for your lodging will be cheaper, and that's probably why you're only getting $1,400, because it doesn't equal out for the area that you live in for you to be making this much more than what the cost of living is. The way that you get that money back is you work overtime. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You work overtime. That's how you run it up. That's how when you see these videos on Facebook, YouTube, oh, I made $30,000 in one assignment. They worked every single day. They worked hard as hell every single day.
Yeah.
It's no easy way to do it. They're pulling like 16-hour shifts, 14 days in a row. That's how they making $30,000 in one assignment.
Yeah, that's how you make most of your money. Because I remember one time they wanted to offer me an assignment in Denver, Colorado, like 17 an hour, 30 overtime, and I think like 700 of housing.
Mm-hmm.
So 700 times 4 is 24.
Mm-hmm.
24. So they wanted me to find my own housing for $2,400 in Denver, Colorado. There is nothing that is $2,400 that's easy to live in. You either live in like where all the crackheads live, or you're living like an hour away from work.
Yeah. So it just really depends on the area that the assignment is in. But regardless, like, it's just going to seem like the contracts are lowballing you anyway, because thanks for this, I'm planning on doing 60 hours a week starting out, then maybe my LPN. Hey, go for it. If that's what you want to do, go for it. One thing that I always tell out on my YouTube channel is that you have to set goals for your contracts, for your assignments. You don't want to just be out here, okay, I'm about to go make $30,000, $2,800. Miss Annie Jones, what you talking about, hun? $2,800 a week? That's what you getting? I mean, there are contracts out here that are paying more. You know, you have to find them. You have to have the experience for them. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go work in a small rural town where, not necessarily a rural town, but a smaller economical town where the taxes are not going to be as much. You can go work an assignment in California and be making $50, $60 an hour, you feel me? But when them taxes come out, it's going to seem like you only make like $25 an hour, which is oh, there's Misha.
Have you guys ever done the rapid response Washington assignment?
No.
Oh, no, I've never been
not
to
familiar
Washington.
with that.
I've only been to an assignment in Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Georgia, Colorado, and I think Jersey.
I've been to, okay, so I was certified in Virginia. Excuse me. That's where I originally got my license. I'm from Maryland, Pennsylvania, West Virginia. At one point, one of the Dakotas, I can't remember, but I never went over there.
I hated South Dakota. It was literally the worst. I don't know if they can listen to me, but I told them that my grandpa passed away so I could leave the assignment early. My grandpa's been dead for 13 years.
Y'all, but listen, they are so mean to her on her assignments. Like, first of all, like, when you're a young woman in the field, they're mean to you anyway. Like, the old heads be hating on you, period. You know what I'm saying? That sounded so ghetto. The old heads hate on you regardless of your, you know, your stature, your age. So, they do her so bad. Like, I would have been quit. I can't lie. I would have been left the assignment, especially if my recruiter was shitty.
Oh, my recruiter would never call me back. She texted me the other day. I was like, girl, you check up on me more since I left Arias than you ever did in any of my assignments. I was like, that's so weird. And I called her out on it. I was like, you don't even text me. You just use me when you need me. She was like, that's a lie. I can't believe you're lying. And then she was the manager. So if I wanted to change recruiters, it was going to go to her.
So, Mackenzie, what I'm going to say about the best agencies is that I actually did a video on this, is that nobody can tell you what the best agency is because it varies on what you need, what your lifestyle is. Now, we happen to work with Alpha Med staff, so we're a little bit biased and we feel like our agency is the best because our recruiters, our team, our whole company is ran by people who have tens of years of healthcare experience as well as travel experience, and we have client specialists available 24/7. So I feel like our company is the best agency to go with. All you have to do is complete a Kamana profile, hit that like button right now because my girl Sylvia definitely has a video on how to complete a Kamana profile.
Oh, what's going on?
Somebody just sent me a little thing. Y'all like smoking cigarettes? Can you loan me a cigarette? Do I look like I smoke cigarettes? I probably sound like it because I have allergies and asthma and we in New Mexico and I'm from the city. This is some different air.
I'm from the city.
Oh, you're getting a lot of likes. Miss Annie Jones, what you talking about? You just said $2,800. You trying to give us $2,800, Miss Annie Jones?
Oh, look,
Do your agents check in? Oh, Sandrine's watching?
Yeah.
Hey, Sandrine. Do your agents check in? She's actually one of our client specialists. Do your agents check in on you?
How your assignment? No. Okay.
And see how your assignment is going, no?
So, my recruiter would never check up on me. So, let me tell you. My first...
giveaway
Oh, yeah, well, we'll do that
after this tour.
So, on my way to Tennessee... This was like my second assignment, I think. So I was like new to traveling. So on my way to Tennessee, I was in Missouri and I got hit by a car. Like a car hit me. And I was like, my car was totaled. Like there was no way that they were going to fix it. I called my recruiter. I texted her, emailed her. I did the impossible. And I was like, can you get me like a car, like a rental? Because I know Arias still rentals. And then 2 weeks later, she called me. She's like, sorry, my phone died. Your phone? Your computer? Everything died? Like, do you not work in those 2 weeks? And then she only cared if I got on assignment on time. So some recruiters only care once you get to your orientation day. After your orientation day, they just let you be. You call them, they won't answer. You ask them for something, they won't answer. You need something important, they won't do stuff like that. But Alpha Med staff does worry about you because they want the best experience for you.
Yeah, for real. So we got a couple questions.
How often do you pretend to take care and who talk to say?
Okay.
Wait, let me see. What was the worst assignment you both had? Oh, in South Dakota.
Thank you, Jigga Man. No, I don't have a cigarette though. I'm sorry.
In South Dakota, the worst assignment was South Dakota. They were so mean to me. And then I remember one time I had to leave my hall because a nurse didn't want to help her CNAs. She was like, get to the other hall. My nurse was by herself and I had to leave the hall, and the DON was like, yeah, well, you gotta leave so you can help them. The DON just went back to her office. I was like, my nurse is by herself. I had to go help them get their residents up for dinner. And then I had to come back and get all of my residents up for dinner. I was so mad. That was like the last straw.
Okay.
How often do you pretend to take care and be interested in what people who you talk to say? What?
That's not a nursing related question.
I work for Gifted and they are great. I've never ever had any. But never contacts me for if I ever need anything.
Yeah, you should just join our team. I don't even know a professional way to say that. You just need to come join Alpha Med staff. Miss Annette Johnson, you're interested in your Onkamana. Did you complete one for Alpha Med staff? I believe there's a way for you to link the accounts. You can just add us to your profile. And we are actually about to do a giveaway. We're going to answer one more question, and we're doing a giveaway. Miss Annie Jones stated, "Oh, it's 2,800, not 24. We don't millennials. We don't know our times tables."
Oh, it's 20. Wait.
I recently got my temp license, and I'm not sure what, and I'm not sure what pay I should aim for. I wouldn't do this for $14 an hour, and I can't do agency till 6 months. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say, and I kind of said this to the other guy, is that. And Facebook and TikTok, y'all about to see some of my motivational stuff right here, right now, live in action. Is that sometimes you have to take the $14 an hour job so you can get that $20 an hour job. You know what I'm saying? You thinking that your work ethic, I don't know you personally, but this is just what I'm saying in general for people, is that you feel like you deserve $20 an hour. But are you on time for work? Are your scrubs ironed? Do you treat every single one of your residents with the same level of respect? Are you doing your showers? Are you doing your skin assessments? Are you doing work legitimately? Do you really deserve more than $14 an hour? And even if you do, sometimes you got to take that step back to set yourself up for success. Sometimes you got to go to a small town and wipe old ass in a small town. Like, there's no other way to say that shit. Like, sometimes that's what you gotta do in order to get ready for those big California and Texas and all those other popular states that everybody wants to go to. Because let me tell you something about working in California. Those are huge facilities.
They got 4 patients for 1 room.
Y'all complaining about, oh, I got 18 patients tonight. Oh, I got 10 patients. California facilities are huge. That's why they pay what the fuck they pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not just handing out $60 an hour, $89 an hour, $175 a day just for you to come do what you was doing in the middle of nowhere, bumblefuck. No, that's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? And even if it is how it works, you gotta crawl before you can walk. You know what I'm saying? And some of these contracts, again, they seem like they're low paying, but it's based off the area that they are in. And if it's a higher paying contract, you're going to work very hard. If you're in a smaller town, you can work 16 hours 5-6 days a week easily, because you'll only have 6-7 patients, maybe 10 patients at max if somebody doesn't come. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. You could take a step back. I don't know if you have kids, child support, different things that have to come out your paycheck, but just work the overtime. If you really want something, if you're really hungry for it, if you really want it, you want to work for it, period. All right, let's get to the next question. Oh, let's get to the giveaway.
What's the patient ratio? What's the most patients you guys had? The most patients I've had was probably like 35.
Yeah. This one night, I was just one person. Again, I was in a small town, only traveler. Everybody called out of work that night, and there were 60 patients in the facility, so I had 60 patients that night.
I had 35. That horrible.
Absolutely horrible. And it's so common, it's so regular in our field that happens. It's against the law, it's against regulations, but what I'm gonna do? Walk out the building, then I'm gonna get fired, written up for abandonment.
She lives in California and she currently works in a hospital. Oh, well, what's like different, like the hospitals and the retirement homes, and especially for travelers, because travelers, they overwork them. They try to overwork the travelers.
Somebody said 50 patients.
One unit had 50 patients, one nurse, and 3 CNAs.
CNAs.
Oh, that's a lot better than...
My girl Mackenzie over here on TikTok says she lives in Cali, and it's 3 CNAs. How many patients do y'all have?
It says 50.
Oh, that's her right there too?
Yeah.
50 patients, 3 CNAs, that's over 25. No.
That's like probably like 15.
15 patients. Okay, y'all, so we are going to do a giveaway. We have some beautiful charms right here. Let's get a little bit closer. These are from Sylvia's V line. These are some nursing souvenirs that she has beautifully put together for you all.
Oh.
This one says CNA because we're CNAs. Let me get out the plastic for y'all, a little ASMR. Somebody said something on here. That's so true. I appreciate that. No, for sure. Filer Boy said, I thought about travel CNA. I just don't want to work in a nursing home. Well, let me tell you something, Filer Boy. First of all, I want you to hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel because we have a whole series coming up talking about the different things that you can do with your CNA license. You don't just have to work in a nursing home. There are a plethora of other options available, and we're going to get into that later on this month, okay? But this is the V-line charm that I have here. Again, this is Sylvia's collection. I'm coming to each one of y'all. We have the Cephas that says CNA, Brave, and a little nursing hat. Y'all see that?
Mine is the same. I don't know if I have the heart one.
Okay.
And then we have soap boxes. They're lavender. Yeah. They're Valentine's one. So
if you're on the road, you need some self-love, you want to upgrade your hotel room to a jacuzzi suite, you can be heavy on the self-love with our beautiful boxes here.
We have 3 different soap bar hearts, and then we have the 2 salt for your
bath salts. So we want to give these away. So what should we do?
I'm gonna upload a video once I get off live, and if you guys comment, you guys have to follow, like, and comment on the video.
Both of us.
Oh,
she's going down.
What year you guys got your CNA license?
Yeah. YouTube, same thing. Facebook Live. My YouTube Live. Anyway, I ain't gonna say that, but anyway, same thing. You gotta follow both of us on all social media platforms and comment the year that you became a CNA on the next video that we post on our social medias.
Yeah,
Vidiana Vlogs, Real Life Plug.
And we'll see you guys.
No, we're not done yet.
Oh, no?
No.
I thought we were done. We were doing the giveaway.
No. We got this for an hour. It's only been 48 minutes. We only got like 10 minutes left.
Well, I thought we were going to do the giveaway at the end. But
you do the giveaway in the middle.
Okay, well.
That way, Pete, this is when we get the most views.
Okay, well. So I'll be uploading the video once the live is over. But we'll keep on asking us questions about what's your page, gal, on the right.
Am I the girl on the right?
Yes.
The Real Life Plug.
I think I have her tagged.
I'm the Real Life Plug.
The Real Life Plug in all social medias.
Y'all fuck with the kid.
Don't fall.
I was gonna fall.
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna fall.
No, I said, they fuck with the kid. But okay, so let's talk about. Let's get back to what we came over here to talk about. I became a travel CNA because I'm from I'm from Baltimore.
She's from Baltimore.
I'm from Baltimore over East. Gang. Comment down below if you're from East Baltimore. You might win a chance at my next giveaway. But yeah, I'm from East Baltimore and it's from the hood. You feel me? And I got tired of being there. Experienced a lot of hard trials and tribulations. Just seen a lot of violence. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk down bad about my city, but y'all know what we're known for. So, excuse me. I'm also like traveling is one of my favorite hobbies. And so COVID had just hit. I was working this job that I really wanted. I had, God, please let me get this job. Please let me get this job. Please let me get this job. Got the job. Like 4 months later, COVID hit. They were like, either you gonna work the COVID unit or you not. You gonna pay me some more or you not. And they were not. So I was out. I left. I told them, I got asthma. I can't do this. I feel like my cardiovascular system is compromised. I can't do this. So I left, and that was April. Like a couple weeks later, I just had applied to this agency. Y'all know when y'all lose a job, you just applying to like thousands of jobs all at one time on Indeed. Like somebody is gonna hit me back, and a travel agency finally hit me back, and I accepted the job before I even had a car. But I knew, like, I was turning 25, and I was like, I need a car. Like I don't care what the fuck I gotta do to get this car. I'm gonna get a car, and I ended up getting my car, and I started working my first travel assignment that was less than 50 miles away from my home, and I still got paid housing stipend and all that. And the type of contract that it was, we were supposed to be this team that got deployed or like sent to facilities, like random facilities throughout my state. We worked 1 day of that contract. It was like a 8 week contract. We worked 1 day of that contract. They never called us after day one, and we still got paid every single week.
That's so nice.
And that's how I bought my car, and that's how I ended up moving to Virginia.
Oh, well, me, I started when I was like 19. So I was young.
Mm-hmm.
I decided that it was time to get away from my family because I wanted to go to new places. And I wanted to be my own independent person. So I was like, screw it, I'm going to do this. And I had a traveler. She used to work with me in my first facility. So she helped me through all the process. So I just got grandmothered into into Arias.
Mm-hmm.
So I filled out all my paperwork. My first assignment was like 100 miles away from my home. And then I got my first car. I got a 2021 Toyota Corolla that got crashed. I cried so much. Had it for 6 months. Cried so much. And then that's when I decided, I was like, I'm just going to go all over the U.S. I've been to 26 different states. And I've only worked in like 8, I think. So it's worth.
She's only 23, y'all.
22.
22, my bad. Who's 23?
Alicia. So I was young. I took advantage of it because I don't have kids. I don't have compromises. Like, I was like, what do I have to lose? Nothing. So I decided just to pack my bags and go. I think I had like $40. You guys need to have more than $40 in your bank account to start traveling because
you could travel without money. Like, you could tell your recruiter, hey, I got all these stipulations. Shout out to my girl Dana at Titan. She was definitely one of the ones that helped, but it was plenty of times that I left home with no money to travel, and it made like the first 4 weeks of the contract living hell because I was literally working to pay back my agency. Agencies, I'm gonna fix my lip gloss. Hold on, my lips a little dry. Agencies do not just pay for rental cars. They do not just give you plane tickets. They do not just give you hotels. You have to specifically tell your recruiter that is what you need. And there's like a stockpile of money allocated for your contract. So that plane ticket is coming out that contract. And when you work and they bill the agency, and the agency bills the facility, that comes out of your paycheck. Nothing is free in an agency except for these giveaways that we got. These soapboxes, they're free. Make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms and like and comment on our next post. This is free. That's it. And the gifts that they send you on the holidays, that's it. Everything else you have to work for. So you might as well work in your home state, run up the money there, and then go travel. I understand that life circumstances happen and it can't always go down like that. I've been there. I've done that. Just know you're going to have to work your way up out that hole with your agency. But go ahead. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I remember one time I got a rental car. It was horrible. I called my brother to bring me my car up to Pennsylvania. That was like a 20-hour drive that he did for me. That's why my brother loves me so much.
Her brother's so nice.
It was like $300 every week for the rental car. So I was like, this is not worth it. Like, I was making no money. I would work overtime, nothing. It would all go to the rental car. So people ask me, they're like, should I get a rental car? unless you're planning to work the hours to pay off the rental car and still make your money, yeah, but that's the worst thing I ever did on an assignment. Horrible.
So somebody said, what about housing? Isn't that paid for? No. Some facilities have housing. Some, like, just for their staff. Have you ever stayed at facility housing?
Mhm.
I've stayed at facility housing in Pennsylvania quite a few
Oh, I
times.
have a story about facility housing, but you
I do
continue.
too. So facility housing, I think we got like 4 minutes left too. But facility housing can either be really good or it can be really shitty. It's a give and take, and understand that if they have if the facility is providing the housing, it's their housing. That's why you're getting paid what you're getting paid, because they still have to pay the utilities in that house. They still have to pay the property taxes on that house. Nothing in travel nursing is free except for the swag that you get at TravCon, and not even that because your tickets pay for that. Maybe the CNA Travelers Convention. Make sure y'all check that out. Shout out to our girl Della Marie. Make sure we see y'all at the CNA Travelers Convention in Omaha, Nebraska. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't want to tell y'all the wrong dates, but let's see y'all there. But nothing is free. Facility housing you have to pay for.
Yeah, they like take it out of your check. So like they usually give you a stipend, but instead of giving you like the $700 stipend if you're gonna get your own housing, they give you like a $200 stipend, so your housing comes out of there. I had to stay in facility housing once, which was inside the facility, so it was like the long term, and then it was assisted living. So I had to stay in the assisted living room. The assisted living in one of their rooms. Tell me why this nurse shows up to my door. Sylvia, you need to come into work. We called you, but you said no, you need to come in. I worked 14 days in a row. Today's my day off. I'm not going in. Well, somebody called off, so I need you to go in. Call up my recruiter, and I was like, I swear to God, you call these people and tell them if they ever knock on my door again, I'm leaving. Never happened again.
So this one time when I was in Pennsylvania, I was staying at facility housing. Pretty much the same thing happened to me. They were like, "Oh, we know it's your day off, but we need you to come in." And I'm like, the house that they had 3 houses on their property. You had to come all the way down the hill to come to my house. Come like around a little bend for real to come to my house. Everybody else was on top of the hill, which was literally across the parking lot from the building. So why y'all didn't go ask them?
Oh my God.
This is my day off. They already supposed to work today. So I called my recruiter. I'm like, yeah. Again, if this happens again, I'm leaving. I never had that problem again. This is the same facility that called the police on me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From Omaha. When is it? July 15 and July 16. Thank you, Sandrine.
Thanks, Adrienne.
She knows
That's the
this.
beauty of Alpha Med staff client specialists. They are on it all the time. And as you see, they interact with us on social media platforms. We have a wonderful relationship with them. And if you apply to be with Alpha Med staff, you too can have a wonderful relationship with Sandrine.
Yeah, we love Sandrine.
She's the best.
Yeah, so July 15th and 16th, we're going to be in Omaha, Nebraska, the CNA's Travelers Convention.
Beat us there. I'm trying to tell y'all. So I had the opportunity to go to TravCon very quickly. I had the opportunity to go to TravCon last year in September. It was in Vegas. It was so lit. Like, I never even knew that something like this existed for us. Like, yo, it's just lit. Like, it's so much information. There are so many agencies you can apply to. Any questions that you have about travel nursing, you can ask them there. Furnish Finders is there. Just like different staffing agencies are there. Make sure y'all stop by the Alpha Med staff table. If you come see us, we got a gift for you. They have a party, like they have a mixer the first night, super lit. I forgot what club it's at. The next night, there's like a little luncheon, bruncheon type situation. And then the last night of TravCon, there's this super big ass party on the rooftop of Dre's. This is where like all the athletes and the rappers and all them, this is where they party when they go to Vegas. So they shut down the whole top of the nightclub for us, and we get lit. Hashtag nurses at night. The music is lit, free drinks, all that. Perfect networking opportunities. TravCon is lit. But I want to see y'all at the CNA Travelers Convention. We were highly underrepresented at TravCon, so don't come to TravCon, but you ain't come to the CNA Travelers Convention.
I love you, Sandrine, too.
Love you, Sandrine.
She says that she loves your nails.
Oh, thank you. Shout out to my girl, the Amber White, aka Me the Nail Guru. She has a special going on right now.
How many boxes are we giving away?
I think we're giving away 2 boxes.
Really?
I think we're giving away 2 boxes, but this is not from her set, but this is called the Influencer set. Y'all can find Me the Nail Guru on all social media platforms, mostly IG though.
Okay.
So to you YouTube cousins, kinfolks, it's been real. Thank you for tuning in to another episode, or the first episode of the Lifeline, the Travel CNA podcast. This is the first one. We hope to do many more. If you like this, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications on so you can be on time for every single one of my cousin walks, every single one of my car rides. Be on time for the kinfolk link up. Why? Because this is where it's at and this is where you want to be. Period. We still out.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining in my live, posting a video in 5 minutes. For the gift box, let me show it one more time. So it's these little souvenirs from the V line, that's my line. And then I got this little gift box that has 3 different soaps, they're lavender, and bath salt. So I'll be posting a video in 5 minutes, and go like, comment, and follow, and comment down what year you got your CNA license. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. How do I end this?
Tap the screen. Maybe it's the power button.
3 minutes.
And now. Okay.
Bye.
You can end Facebook Live.